Namaste and Suprabhatam. Today I am going to tell you a story from Swami Vivekananda's life. Once it so happened that Swami Vivekananda was passing through a narrow lane in Varanasi and suddenly a bunch of monkeys started chasing him. Swamiji got very scared and he started running in fear. The more he ran, the more monkeys started chasing him and he started panting for breath. After some time, one saint was passing by and he saw Swamiji running. And he asked him, "Hey, why are you running?" So Swamiji said, "See, these monkeys are chasing me." Swamiji smiled and said, "Is that so? Why don't you face them? Turn around and face them. Face the brutes." Swamiji got very inspired. He just turned around and stared at the monkeys. And all the monkeys ran away here and there. One of the greatest blocks of personality development is fear. Fear is something that prevents us from reaching our full potential and closes all the possibilities for future. And our mind is full of doubts and what ifs. And it creates more anxiety and worries inside us. But the moment we are able to face our fears, we are able to feel accomplished and courageous. When we are full of fear, our aura shrinks in size and we feel very weak and vulnerable and invite more fears, in fact. And when we have no fear, we feel strong like a warrior. Our aura is intact and we feel very strong. So, Swami Vivekananda in his life always proclaimed the message of Upanishads. He said, Abhi. Abhi means do not be afraid, be fearless. He used to say, always tell yourself, be a hero. Say to yourself, I have no fear. Friends, in yoga, there are practices which help you to become fearless and make you feel like a warrior. Most of these practices have psychophysical effect. So even while practicing asanas of a certain kind, you actually start feeling very strong, courageous and fearless. In today's session, on the occasion of Swami Vivekananda's birth anniversary this week, we are going to tell you certain asanas, practices which will help you to become fearless. So come, let's see what are these practices and do practice for yourself. We will do Urdhva Hasta Asana. Urdhva means raised and Hasta means arm. This is a raised arm pose and it is very good to create confidence and reduce our fears because here you stand as firm and tall as a mountain. So what you do here is you stand straight, join your feet, keep your heels and big toes touching each other. Extend your arms downwards with palm facing your thighs and now tighten your knees and elbows. Broaden your chest. Draw your shoulders back. Look straight ahead. This is simple Tadasana. Now slowly take both your hands up, arms overhead. Keep your palms facing each other. This is Urdhva Hasta Asana. Looks like a mountain like Himalayas which stand firm amidst all the natural challenges. This asana teaches us to stand correctly, makes back straight and strong, and makes the mind alert. Look forward, focus. Now slowly exhale, bring your hands down. And relax with legs apart. Next, we go for Vrikshasana, the tree posture. So here what we do, we put one feet of our one leg on top of the thigh of the other like this. Take your own time. See that there is no space between your thighs and your calf muscles. Once this is done, slowly start inhaling and take your hands up in this position. This is called Vrikshasana or the tree pose. A tree stand strong and powerful. Even when there is a cyclone, a strong tree won't move. You can stand here, try to maintain balance and slowly exhale, bring down your hands gradually and then bring your leg down. Close your eyes and relax. You can do the same asana from the other side. Friends, Vrikshasana is a very important asana because it teaches us how to balance ourselves. All the asanas have psychophysical effect on us. A tree stands tall and strong. So this asana is very good to be fearless. Now from here we will go to Ardha Chakrasana or half wheel posture. For this you put your palms on your waist. Now slowly start extending your upper body behind backwards. Hang your neck freely and chant one ah sound. Breathe in. Ah. Slowly come back and hands down. Relax. Now we will go for Veerbhadrasana, the warrior pose which makes us very strong and fearless. So you stand in Tadasana with hands down, legs together, hands by the side of the body. Stay focused, eyes in front of you. Now, for Veerbhadrasana, we will first move left leg to the left side at least 3 to 4 feet apart. 2. Put your left foot to the left side, turn it. 3. Raise your arms parallel to the ground and twist your body in front. And 4. Put your thighs down to right angle. And stay in this position for few seconds. Look forward like a warrior. This position gives you a lot of power and strength. 5. Come back. 6. Change the position of the foot. 7. Hands down. 8. Bring your leg back. Now this position can be done from the other side also as a complementary position from the right side so that your body can balance. Now we will do a variation of Veerbhadrasana which is even more powerful than the previous one. Here we will take our heads up instead of parallel to the ground. So we are going to show it to you from the right side. The position initially remains the same. Legs together, hands by the side, face in front, looking forward like this. Right? Now, we start with our variation of Veerbhadrasana. Veerbhadrasana 2 we can call it. 1. Take your right leg to the right side, 3 to 4 feet apart. 2. Shift the position of the right foot to the right side. 3. Bend your knee and thigh to 90 degrees. 4. Breathe in, take your hands up in Namaskar Mudra. A very powerful pose, the warrior pose. Stay in this position for 30 seconds to 1 minute. 5, bring your hands down, leg up. 6, move front. 7, move, shift the position of the foot. 8, bring back the hand and the legs together. This is Veerbhadra Asana. Rest in Shithil Dandasana for some time and relax. From here we will go to Parvat Asana in sitting position, which will be a Padmasana. For this we will first assume Padmasana by coming to normal Dandasana. Fold one leg to keep it on top of the other thigh and the other leg on top of the folded leg to sit in Padmasana. The spine is straight, body is firm. Padmasana gives a very nice base to your body. Now slowly inhale, take both your hands up, interlocking your fingers and sit up straight. You can keep your eyes closed or open at focus at one point. This is known as Parvat Asana in sitting position. Parvat, as we know, does not move, come what may. Normal breathing. Slowly exhale, bring your hands down. Unfold your leg one by one and relax in Shithil Dandasana once again. You can chant one Om in this position. Breathe in deeply. Breathe in again. Now from here we shall go to another position which is called Ardha Ustrasana or a half camel position. Since it expands our chest, it is very good to instill confidence inside us and reduce our fears. So for this we will assume again Vajrasana step by step. 1. Fold one leg under one buttock and the other leg underneath the other buttock. Put your palms on your thighs. See that you are not sitting on your toes but on your heels. Body is firm, chest remains expanded, shoulders broad. Now slowly, taking your own time, you can stand on your knees. If you cannot maintain balance, you can take a few inches difference in between your knees. Now put your palms on your waist and slowly turn backwards only as much as your body allows. You can chant one Ah here, breathe in. Slowly come back. Move your hands down and gently shift back into Vajrasana. Unfold your legs one by one and relax in Shithil Danda Asana. Now we will lie down in crocodile position, Makarasana, and from here we will go to Bhujang Asana. So bring your legs together, put your palms beside your chest, slowly breathe in and come up in confidence. Now here what you can do is, in this position you take your legs apart, more apart, more apart, more apart. That's it. Bhujangasana. You can close your eyes if you want. Breathing should be normal. Now slowly exhale and come down. Relax in crocodile position.